Hey guys, welcome back to Rosenberg. It's really cold today, so I want to do a quick video on a maneuver that I really love. I think it was back in the 80s that when they still thought it was impossible, that Gerard Reinsch, the guy from Tony Clark, was the first one to pull it off with the Cap 21, the iconic Cap 21. It's the knife edge loop. You don't see a lot of people doing them, and actually it's a really easy maneuver to perform, but you have to overcome the fear factor at first, because if you split it up into 4 quarters, the first quarter nobody has problems with that, the second one either, but then the third and the fourth quarter, that's where you have to get comfortable with getting your plane back level using your rudder. It's scary at first, so practice it up high. Now the way I think might be the best to practice is to make sure you're proficient in high alpha knife edge first, and the move you can really learn from for that last quarter is the dead slide, and for me that was the best move actually to learn high alpha knife edge. Why? Because you start up high, and a dead slide is just high alpha knife edge but sliding down, right, until you're somewhere near the deck, and then you add some power and do a normal high alpha knife edge on level. And for me, that dead slide was perfect to learn the high alpha knife edge. Why? Because you start up high, and you can start controlling the plane and getting it nice and balanced up high, and then once you get lower, it's just a matter of adding a bit of throttle to get there, right? So if you're proficient at that, have a go at the knife edge loop. First quarter, you'll use probably full power and a lot of rudder to get that momentum going, right? Then in the second quarter you start actually easing off the rudder a bit, to keep it nice and round, because your nose will have the tendency to go towards the ground anyway, so you don't need that full rudder input anymore. Then somewhere near the top, let's say at 11 o'clock, ease off on the throttle, because you want to have it nice and round, but you want to have a bit of a constant speed as well. So you should ease off of the throttle just to not have an acceleration on the top. And then the third quarter is basically with a little bit of rudder input as well. And then near, let's say 2 o'clock, it's time to kick in, pretty much almost full rudder and pull it out using your throttle. So you'll need to add a lot of throttle. Well, that's pretty much the basics. I'll do a few passes dead slide, and I'll do a few knife edge loops, and I'll talk you through it. Let's get into it. Alright, camera should be rolling. There you go, honey bunny. Alright, so let's go for that dead slide first. I like most moves from right to left. Should have trained differently to do it both sides, but that's okay. So the easiest way for me to get into a dead slide is basically just go inverted, push over, lose the speed, and then establish my dead slide, controlling the descent with the throttle, and just play with the throttle, right? Alright, let's do that again. Actually, at first I got into the dead slide with a hammerhead. So what I'm going to do on the right hand side is pull up to a vertical, make a quarter roll to the right, and then make a left hand hammerhead, and then catch it in the high alpha knife edge position. Let it come down, control the descent with throttle, right? Pretty standard stuff, right? Okay, so make sure you're proficient at that. I'm going around, I'm going to establish a nice straight knife edge line, and then we're going up for our first knife edge loop. Little bit of advice, do it on a line a bit further away so you can keep looking at the side of the plane better. You don't want it over your head. So first quarter is pretty big amount of rudder. Second half, this is a lot less rudder. I'm decreasing now the throttle And now I'm kicking in with the rudder and with the power. And now I'm easing off my rudder to establish a good knife edge on level again. Right, so easy enough. Just get comfortable with that second half, you know, third and the fourth quarter. You know, don't mind at first to make a figure 9 in the sky, you know. If you come out higher than you entered, that doesn't matter. You'll learn that throttle control soon enough, you know. Just get yourself familiar with the move and with everything that's going on. So this is the second part. I'm almost off my rudder, ruddering a bit, and now full rudder and power. There you go. That's it. Easy as that. Easy as that. So pretty much an easy maneuver to perform, really easy. But you know, it really is a bit of a crowd pleaser. Just showing off the laser now. Guys, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ask any questions you want in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.